before I start this video, I kind of want to tell you how I got to this place. I thought about calling the video E-Bikes for Dummies, but that implies that the person writing it knows something about e-bikes. So actually a better title is E-Bikes by Dummy, because I started with absolutely no knowledge and have learned a lot along the way. So, a little bit about me. I'm 64 years old. I have never been an athlete, never liked to run, never liked to play sports, never rode a bicycle much since I was 12 years old, and ran down a hill and wrecked and got a concussion. So actually, if you do the math, when I first was biking, bikes didn't even have gears. So at 64, I didn't know how to ride a bike with gears. Next part is, over the last several years, I've had some health issues, and which really kept me from doing any kind of exercise, but I had a pacemaker, and my doctor wanted me to go slow, but I needed to start getting exercise. So for several years, my daughter and I have talked about e-bikes and wondered about them, and I decided that in my neighborhood, which is very hilly, that I would never get on a regular bicycle, especially since I didn't know how to do the gears. And so e-bikes sounded like a better idea. So I talked to a couple people in my family who are bikers, but not e-bikers. My nephew Ross, who's a big biker, and my brother Nelson, big biker too. One of the biggest things I wanted to ask Ross about was, do professional or serious bikers think that e-bikes are stupid and lazy and cheating? And he said no, in fact, that there may be some people like that, but that even in his cycling groups, that there are people who ride e-bikes and the rest of the bikers are just really happy that they're getting out there and getting exercise and having a good time. So I thought, hey, that's pretty cool, because, you know, I don't want to feel stupid. The next thing Ross told me that was really important was that if I decided to get an e-bike, that even if I wanted to get one online, that I should go to a local bike store. And he was very adamant about that, because he said you need to get measured for the bike, you need to learn about it, you need to have a reputable dealer, someplace where you're going to take the bike for service. And even if you don't buy a bike from them, make sure that if you get an off-brand bike or a bike online, that the battery is made in the United States. We don't want any explosions of batteries or anything like that. So that was important. And he told me about the different categories of bikes, e-bikes 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to tell you mainly about number 2, because that's the kind of bike I got, which was the full throttle. So when I got ready to go, I took my brother Nelson. We went to 3 different bike stores. The first 2 were not helpful at all, because I wanted a bike with a throttle. They didn't carry it. However, we found in Davidson a bike store called Piccadilly, which is an American-made brand of bikes. The people in there, the owners, were absolutely fabulous. Shout out to Grace, who taught me everything that I now know pretty much about cycling. She even wrote this really cool email that she sends to newbies that tells you from how to get on the bike and how to start getting acclimated to it, and if you've never been on an e-bike. So I'm going to attach that to the bottom, but shout out to Pedigo. They have really been fabulous helping me with this. Not that you have to buy a Pedigo bike, but I really highly recommend that you go to the store. So anyway, what I wanted was a bike that could do everything from totally no assist, ride it like a scooter, to if I ever got to the point where I didn't need the assist, that I could ride it without anything. And then along the way, it had various levels of assist. So that's what I bought. Of course, me, I don't want to ride by myself. So I couldn't just buy one bike, I had to buy 2 bikes, which is really great, because now my brother can ride with me, Taylor can ride with me, Taylor and Andrew can ride together. My sister can ride with me. Anybody who wants to come ride bikes with me can come ride bikes with me. So anyway, that's kind of my story. That's how I got here. Everything I know is just I've learned in the last few weeks, and I'm not an expert, nothing like that. But if you don't know anything about e-bikes and you're interested, this could probably be helpful for you. Guys, let you buy and then start back your life.